Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Christelle Martinette here with an introduction to the readings for the month of April. Now, just to let you know what type of work I'm doing here, I'm going to start with a tarot spread with a deck called Lady Lescott Tarot. Quirky, very quirky deck. Then I'll be using to highlight that two things, depending on how I feel at the moment. The VERA SIBILLA cards that you know, and then this lovely Lenormand deck that my friend Shivani, hi Shivani, had made for me. And I'll be using that as well. And of course the runes. I'm reading for you on the 17th, which would be the new moon. So there is an added energy to these readings and really stepped up insight. Let's get on to the readings, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Gemini. This is Christelle. Here's the reading for you for the month of April. Let's see what's in store for Gemini for the month of April. Gemini, month of April. Gemini, month of April. All right, let me show you the cards now, Gemini. This is the Eight of Wands. This is the Eight of Pentacles. This is the Ten of Swords. This is the Star. And this is the Six of Wands. Well, excuse me, this is a whirlwind month for you, Gemini, coming in so fast with this Eight of Wands. Mercury in Sagittarius, you are riding on a wing and a prayer. This is extremely interesting because you ask yourself, you have so much energy at the start of the month that you barely have made any plans as to what you want to do with it. Take a few cards on those, on that. Well, interesting. Look at this. I've got the fox, the snake, and the key. Definitely there is, it's not that you're running away from something, but you ask yourself, how can I become more cutting edge in my field, more cutting edge, make a mark in my relationships? And that's going to be your main question in the month of April. How can I become unique? How can people remember me for my own personality, my own characteristics? And the way you take action on this notion, on anything that you want to improve in the month of April, Gemini, is very methodologically, word and then started coughing. The way you take action is very methodically, one step at a time. Even though you rush into the month, the way you go about things, when you get your bearings, you take steps one at a time. Now, the environment, what you have around you, is the end of a negative cycle. And you know that. And it seems as if you're at a war scene, you know, the end, everything is over, there's the spoils of war. The context with which you operate, either in a relationship or on the job, or in activities that you have, is at the end of a negative cycle. So there's everything to rebuild. And emotionally is where your strength lies this month, because from an environment which has nothing, you have nothing to lose, because everything has been played out before you. From that, and knowing where to go and how to move, you are guided by your emotions. And what is interesting about that is the birds, the bouquet, and the clouds. What's interesting about this is that your sense of anxiety is very short-lived, because you know that you are the chosen one in order for a new break to start, a new change, the air of change to come in. People are counting on you. Indeed, people are counting on you, so much so that we're going to see here the beginning of a successful cycle for you. You are the chosen one to enact change. You have the gift of making it possible for others around you to follow in your footsteps. Taking 3 Sibilla on this air of change, the change and the successful change. Well, the successful change comes at a cost. This is the female enemy, could be a male. And there's the male lover, could be a female. They could be reversed roles. Excuse me. And we have these delirious men here. As I said, there is anxiety, you leave anxiety behind you. And what is interesting is that there is no friend, no foe that is too great for you. You slay the dragons, you walk in the light, you have all of the ability to be a true savior for those around you, because what we're seeing, Gemini, here is a situation in the month of April where you are thrown in, literally, very, very quickly, into a situation where you see everything, a situation, a context that has been devastated. So much so that you are almost prepared for it. It seems that you knew this was going to happen. It was your turn. You saw other people making mistakes. This could play out in romance as in other areas of your life, and I'm seeing it more on the workplace. But there you rise up above the difficulties and all of the negativities, both in terms of negative emotions, negative occurrences. And you step into the light, you stand to the challenge, and you're able to become a sort of guardian light for others around you. I'm going to take the Sibilla here also on those baby steps. Yeah, this is pensiero, thought. Indeed, that will be your initial homework during the month of April. You're going to start thinking immediately, how can I turn this situation around? What can I do? As I said, there's no fate. There's no foe nor friend so great that they can stop you in your efforts. I have here the movement, the viaggio, the trip, as hope, esperanza, and friend, amica. And this is a rallying around the notion that it's time for harmony. Get together, everybody. We need a unique, united front of positive energy. And you are the driving force. You are indeed the driving force that brings forward the air of change. I'm going to take the runes to see what they have to say. Yeah, there's success spelled all over the spread, the runes. Mind you, you will not, all right, we said that you're coming in very, very quickly and you're trying to understand what is it that you can contribute? What is it about your nature? What is particular aspect of your personality can you hone? Can you buttress that? Can you use to solve a situation in your environment? Well, that is the initial need that you feel. And that's where it all starts. But you don't have the key. You don't know initially what it could be that will help you in doing that and help you moving forward. But the runes here are telling you, Gemini, you are the key. It's tear right in the middle of the spread of the casting. You are the key. Not only you're going to jump into a situation where there's no net and there's no protection, so it's a serious challenge, a risk for you, but you have by month's end the insight that you will need in order to understand how you and you alone can turn the situation over and around into a successful endeavor, into a successful environment. Gemini, it's quite interesting for me to see that you come in so quickly, knowing almost as if you knew that you were the one chosen to bring the group, co-workers, friends to success. Now, of the readings that I have done, that word has been coming up over and over and over again, success. Success is a key word in the month of April, and from different angles, for different signs. Obviously, they have different things. But, excuse me, in here I'm seeing that you are the one, and you know you are the one, that can make the difference. I really do hope this was of help, Gemini. Thank you so much for being with me today. Old subscribers, hello. New subscribers, welcome. Namaste, and have a great month. Bye-bye.